Instant Monsters presents Foam Latex Application. Part 3. Removal. At the end of the day, it's time to remove your foam latex prosthetic. If you want, you could just rip it off your face. Well, maybe that's an exaggeration. But here's a picture of a real face right after a prosthetic was ripped off. It's pretty irritated already. Now imagine it lobster pink and swollen the next morning. Not so good. In order to remove your prosthetic safely, there are a few things you'll need. Adhesive remover. A cup to hold the remover. The powder puff you used for the application. Tissues. Hot towels. A soft yet stiff brush. This is an oil paint brush that I bought at Michael's. It's lasted me years on literally hundreds of makeup removals. Finally, a plastic shampoo cape from a beauty supply store. I like to use a separate cape for removals because it's going to get little bits of sticky goo on it. You can get away without wearing a cape during the application if you're careful, but here you really want one. In a pinch, you can use an old towel. It's a good idea to keep tissues on hand just in case the remover drips while you're working. Scrub the edge of the prosthetic with remover until it lifts away from your skin. Begin working the remover under the prosthetic with your brush, slowly peeling the foam latex away from your skin. Let the remover set the pace. If you hurry, keep your eyes closed when you're working around them for obvious reasons. If the glue is stubborn, soak it with some remover and work on another area for a while. The remover is actively dissolving the glue even if you're not scrubbing. Once the prosthetic is off, set it aside. We'll get back to it in a moment. Wet a face towel and heat it in a microwave. Drape the hot towel over your face and relax. The heat and steam will start to loosen the remaining glue and paint. Once the towel is cooled, soak remover into the powder puff you used for the application. Use this puff to scrub off any remaining glue, which will be much more gentle than scrubbing with the washcloth. If the glue is stubborn, alternate between scrubbing with the puff and using more hot towels to loosen things up. Once all the glue has been removed, use one final hot towel to take off any leftover removal. This sort of makeup can be hard on the skin, so be sure to use some lotion afterwards to keep your face healthy. A lot of people ask how many times they can wear their Instant Monsters prosthetic. Let's go back to the one we just took off of Mike. It looks pretty awful here, but remember that foam latex is basically a sponge, one that's just soaked up a lot of remover. I placed it back on its plastic base so that it could dry in the right shape. The next day, after all that remover had evaporated, it looked like this. The paint needs a little touching up, and the edges will take more work to blend next time. But so long as you're careful and you take your time with the removal, you can get multiple uses out of this prosthetic.